Come in with another short gun review. This is my walnut stock Swiss Karabiner model of 1931. It's a great shooting rifle. Holds 6 rounds of 7.5 Swiss. 7.5 Swiss is a short, kind of fat 308 diameter rifle round. It has the same or slightly more case capacity than a 30-06. I'm primarily shooting surplus GP11 ammo out of this, and I'm hopefully going to start reloading once I get some privy cases or figure out a efficient way to convert from Boxer Prime or Berdan Prime to Boxer. The rifle is lighter than the M1 by a couple pounds. It uses the completely unique straight pull action. Mine needs to be greased. It was kind of shot a while ago. The magazine is detachable. Like I said before, holds 6 rounds. The bolt is actually unique because it's got its camming surface built in. Safety is the firing pin. You just pull and turn it and there's a safe slot. Disassemble, you put it on the half and then your handle comes out. The bolt sleeve actually rotates while the bolt head stays fixed. So there's a rotating sleeve on a cam track. When you push it forward, it does its camming action. It's got the 2 locking lugs on the sleeve. When it's in battery and locked fully, the serial number is visible. You get a nice Swiss crest. When you're shooting this, always make sure your bolt handle is slammed all the way forward. Otherwise, you might have a pretty nasty gash when the bolt goes flying back if you don't blow up the rifle. This example was, I believe, built in 1941. I have the troop tag of the gentleman who this was issued to. It's still in the buttstock. I think last time I read he was in one of the kitchen companies. Still fairly interesting. Would be interesting to get a hold of the gentleman if he was still alive. I don't know if he is alive. Sling attachment points are on the left hand side of the rifle. Sling attachment points on the left hand of the rifle. I prefer having them angled so I can actually use a sling in like the offhand position to stabilize the rifle. I've basically shot a bit of small bore competitive rifle on a collegiate club team and have grown kind of fond of shooting with a sling. Sights, they're marked out in 100-meter increments from 100 to 1500 meters. I really don't see anyone being able to, identify a target at 800 meters or half a mile. So far I've brought this rifle out with the iron sights out to 300 meters and have had good success. Hopefully I'll get out to a 500 meter range sometime in the future. That's just your simple notch and post sight arrangement. Post is fairly fine, and then your the notch is fairly fine, and the post, instead of being in a horizontal or a dovetail that's perpendicular to the bore, it is at an angle. So the drift it, you're basically pushing it forwards and backwards, as you can see. I've never adjusted the sights on this other than the range increments. I think mine shoots a little low at 100 yards, but I don't know if this was just my fault not having the slider in the right position. It's got a bit of a wallop behind it. First time I was shooting this in the summer with a t-shirt on, I think I fired about 6 rounds before my shoulder had enough, shooting off a bench. Now that I know how to handle it, I can do about, a decent amount of 7.5 Swiss without feeling it too much the next day. Trigger's really nice, probably the nicest service rifle trigger you will find. You're definitely going to want to lean into this rifle. It's got just a bit more punch than an M1 when you're shooting it. I'd like to get the bayonet and some 6-round chargers for this. I'm thinking about getting the new polymer 6-round chargers. I think they're like $15 somewhere online. I can't remember what place. I've only had this rifle for a little under a year, and it's definitely a nice shooting rifle. I wouldn't advise letting someone who is recoil shy shoot it unless you work some loads down, reloading, or do something to help alleviate some of the recoil. The recoil is manageable, but for someone inexperienced, it's going to be way too much. I think the case is slightly bigger than a Mosin-Nagant 7.62 by 54R case, because this is 7.5 by 55, 308 diameter instead of the Mosin's 308 to 311 diameter. Overall, I would highly suggest you send me your K31 so I can build up my collection. I would like to try the model of 1911 carbine and rifle, since they're similar in design except for the bolts are longer than the K31's bolt. But I hear they're pretty fantastic rifles too. Pretty impressed with the Swiss craftsmanship here. I mean, the stock's a little dinged up from use, but the machine work is pretty flawless. Thanks for watching. I'll get some more videos up sometime in the future. Probably some more shooting and fishing. It seems like the fishing videos are getting more views faster than any of the shooting or gun related videos. Well, we'll see how this channel grows. And definitely the aviation videos haven't had that many views so far. But then again, I'm still learning how to do decent videos. Not really using any editing software. Thanks for watching. Have a good start to the new year. Hope to see your comments and likes on the videos. Thank you.